you. This is Sang-hee Kim from the University, Busan, South Korea. This is my great honor to be here at this meeting. I will talk about a study on the perception of infection control in Korean university students. Please wait. Thank you. Nowadays, confirmed cases of COVID-19 are increasing worldwide. So many investigators interested in the virus management, same in Korea. And social awareness of COVID-19 is increasing. The importance of personal hygiene and infection control, such as wearing masks and washing hands, are also increased. So, we investigated a survey on infection control awareness among Korean university students. The data collection was done from April 2020 to May 1, 2020. In order to eliminate regional characteristics, 1,021 university students were selected on a nationwide scale as convenience sampling. The data collection was done through a Google questionnaire. The data analysis was performed. Male gender is dominant. The rate was 57%. Students with an age between 20 and 25 were dominant. The rate was 78.94%. The university grade was dominant in the second and fourth grade. The rate were 30.36 in both. 27.91% for third grader and 6.95% for freshmen. Students in 7 universities were enrolled, and they are scattered by each big city. When asked if infection control was necessary, 60.43% of students answered that it was necessary a lot, and 32.42% answered that it was necessary. So about 93% of the respondents thought it was necessary. In terms of the experience of education, more than 80% of the students have no experience of education. In the survey 4, the level of infection control awareness among Koreans is high. About 60 students thought positive. In the survey, for Korean universities are good at managing infections. Korean universities were considered to be good at managing infections as 65% of the respondents. In the survey, for the level of awareness of infection control among Korean university students is high. About 42% of students showed positive thought. In the survey for personal handling safety issue at social meeting, more than 70% of students showed positive results. In the survey, for it is important to reduce the risk of infection control in country, 85% of students agreed. Let's move to infection control recognition by gender. According to the result of a Qualyscale test, to find out the level of awareness of infection control independence among Koreans, the Qualyscale statistics was 9.61 and the significance was 0.04, showing that the response rate by gender is statistically significant. In Korean university students have a high level of awareness of infection control. The chi-square statistic was 13.79 and the significance was 0.008, indicating that the gender response rate of infection control among university students was very significantly different. In capacity of handling safety issue at social meeting, chi-square statistic was 9.94 and the significance was 0.04, indicating that the gender response rate of that issue among university students was very significantly different. Now, let's move to recognition difference by university. In the association of each university, the chi-square statistic was 40.31 and the significance was 0.02, indicating that the response rate by each university was statistically significant. In terms of Korean universities are good at managing infection, it showed same significant difference between each universities. In the survey, for the level of awareness is high. According to the association in independence of each university, the chi-square statistic was 39.96 and the significance was 0.02, indicating that the response rate by each university showed significant differences. It showed the same result in the survey. For the social meeting is fully capable of dealing with safety issues. In terms of the importance of reducing the risk of infection control in country, it showed that chi-square statistic was 43.66 and the significance was 0.008. It showed significant differences. In the analysis by educational experience, students with an education experience showed positive thinking. In the survey for the capacity of the infection management by universities and the level of awareness of infection control. In social capacity of deal with safety issue and importance to reduce the risk of infection control, students with experience showed more positive agreement with significant difference than with no experience. In my study, I wanted to make the conclusion as following. This study compares the level of virus infection control between individuals, region, and university students in Korea. In the future, based on this study, Ilness is expected to be used as basic data for improving infection control system in individuals, regions, and countries. Thank you for your attention.